Welcome to my Sonic Mania submission run. This is going to be a run-through of Sonic Mania, Sonic and Tails Good Ending. However, the submission is going to be a character bid war. So all the characters, Sonic and Tails, Sonic alone, Tails, Knuckles, Mighty, and Ray, they can pick any of the characters. I have every character sub-hour except for Knuckles. But if Knuckles were to win, I would like to pass the run over to Old Clove, as he is a significantly better Knuckles runner. So, we're just going to get ourselves ready and set and go here. I'm going to fix that down here. I'm going to get rid of it before it annoys me throughout the rest of the run. The super music is indeed turned off. This could be a donation bid war if you wanted it. Could have it turned on, could have it turned off. However, let's just begin. So, hairstyle wrecked in 3, 2, 1, go. So, Sonic Mania is a 16-bit classic game redesigned, remade, re-awesomed for the PC. Since the last time we saw it, there are a number of new tricks that are in the run. Hopefully, we'll get to show them off today. As always, we will be going for the emeralds. We're going to gain all 7 emeralds by the end of the 3rd stage in the game. We've got a lot of jumps. We've got a lot of loop jumps. We've got a lot of platforming. We've got a lot of drop dashes, and we're into the first bonus stage. These bonus stages are akin to Quake or Unreal Tournament with your strafe jumping. You want to bounce from side to side as you gain so much momentum, and you can finish these stages in less than a minute. There are 7 of them. You gain all the emeralds in about 5 minutes. It's amazing. Like, it's probably like 3 minutes or something. So you blink and you miss it. So what we've got, we have Tails with us here. We do use him in the run a few times. He is very useful for a number of tricks, a number of boss skips as well. And as ever, we will be doing spin dashes and drop dashes whenever we can. A drop dash is effectively a spin dash that you charge in midair and is released when you hit the ground. It is a fantastic addition to the game. And welcome to Special Stage 2. And that was Special Stage 2. I hope you enjoyed my TED Talk. But yeah, so we are off through. That is 2 in the first level, literally within the first 2 minutes of the run. It pretty much keeps going at that pace. It's really good, really fun. Each level finishes with a boss fight. We are coming down to the first boss fight. We're just going to quickly grab this invincibility and then use the little slope here to jump up quicker. I accidentally held another jump button there, so we didn't get as much height as we wanted. Still getting used to this new controller. It is fantastic. But this boss here, we want to just jump up it there, hit them both, jump again, hit them both. Missed the second one there, but it's fine because we'll just catch it and it's gone. Just like that. Once the stage finishes, there are 3 hidden item blocks under each stage. You don't want to hit them if you can. It's not a good thing. That way you can finish the levels really quickly. Into Act 2, we do have gimmicks on every stage. This particular stage's gimmick is tight ropes or little rope swings or whatever you call them. Zip lines, that's the word. What did I call them? I've got no idea. But there we go. So a nice big jump here just to skip over part of the level there. Skipping over the bridge that can hit us with spikes. And we get our first elemental shield, the fire shield. Now, the fire shield allows us to do a horizontal dash. And we can take full advantage of that if you don't lose it when you get hit by the spike wall there. However, we can still go the way we want to go. It's not an issue because we were going to lose it anyway. As believe it or not, fire and water don't mix. Not a particularly safe stage there. I kind of whiffed it. Kind of whiffed it a little bit, but we do have backups for everything that we need. Welcome to Emerald Stage 3. They moved the emerald further forward so people can't speedrun it as fast. Unfortunately, it didn't really matter because we still catch it by the second corner. Just like that. Not really. They actually changed this one. Fun fact, the developers changed the way that this special stage works because you could follow the racing line. So if you went on the inside of every corner from the original design of the stage, you could catch the emerald by just literally holding forward. It was really, really interesting, and they felt the need to change it just to make it a little bit more difficult, not just for speedrunners, but for casual players as well. Of course, now we have the first boss. He doesn't have any hitboxes at his feet, so we just sit under him, give him a hit, and then we use Tails, our buddy here, to capture the first capsule here, freeing all the animals, and we're just going to press start until we go into Chemical Plant. So good old Chemical Plant, first debut in Sonic 2 and been seen almost every time since. We are just heading off Going to grab some emeralds in this stage as well. Going to grab another 4 if I remember correctly. I think that's true. We don't want to get hit by these enemies if we can help it. And it's the first instances of loop jumps as well. If you jump at the correct point in a loop, you end up gaining a lot of speed. But there is a trade-off. If you accidentally jump at the wrong point, you'll either slow down or worse, completely stop. So you got to be careful when you do them. Stage 4 here, we're going to bounce off this corner, plan it so we don't fall down the hole, catch the emerald at the second corner. You can see a bit of a pattern here. As long as we're using the sidewards momentum to go really fast, we're just catching these emeralds. That's 4. That's 4 in 4 minutes. It's almost an emerald a minute. And then we're moving off, going to grab emerald 5 again, if I actually drop dash out the cave properly. Up and down and all around. You can see the little sprite there. Sonic has a number of different sprites that he has to indicate if you're going maximum speed. Maximum speed. Of course, when you're 3D like this, it really doesn't, but it doesn't matter because you just catch the emerald. 5. Take a drink. So now we're going to grab emerald number 6 and 7 in the next 2 stages. We don't get any more. There are 2 other emerald stages in this lact if we wanted to go for them. Unfortunately, they just take a little bit too long to get as they're off the beaten path. So we decide to leave them here. Doing a little bit of slope jumping there just to ensure that we can get up and over without falling down. There you can see some more slope jumps here. A little bit of a slowdown happening, but we want to manipulate Tails where he comes down. If I can get a big jump. Tails, come down, buddy. Tails isn't coming down in time. Nah. If you get a nice big jump, you can hit a double hit on this boss. Tails, unfortunately, a little bit too high up for us to take advantage of that. So we're just going to damage boost our way through this. Tails will grab us some rings. He's got another 3 hits to go because we didn't get a hit earlier. And there we go. And that's that boss. Once again, dodging the items that are underneath the ground there. They are in the same place every time. They are stationary, and you don't have to worry about it. It is very good. And there you go. We are going up over. This gimmick is flubber. Flubbity, flubbity, flubber. We have 3 different types of flubber. Dark blue flubber, which damages you. You don't want to touch it. Light blue flubber, which gives you a light bounce. And green flubber, hence its name, which sends you massively flying in the air. You want to get as much of the green flubber as you can while avoiding as much of the dark blue flubber. And that's why I want to dodge the dark blue flubber, because that's bad. Hey, Sabata, we will definitely be getting good seats for Endgame. Don't you worry about that. 6 tickets, all booked and ready to go. You owe me money, bro. But yeah, Endgame will be a thing. It'll be amazing. So, unfortunately, the little gloop there was out. So, we just take the damage boost and leg it. Transform the blue flubber into green flubber. Using the big bounce, jumping off this, deliberately taking damage from the spikes here. This game is filled with lots of little damage boosts like this. And then, big jump, sniper, no snipey. Into the blue tubes. Always take the blue tubes. They are the fastest way through the level. Bouncing off the life there. Into the purple. Can we get the drop dash? Yes, we can. Unfortunately, we got hit anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Not going to save time there for us. And a way around. Drop dash. Drop dash. And then we're going to take the northern road here. We're going to go up. This stage is a very vertically based stage, in case you hadn't found out. No, we got sniped. What a guy. What a guy. Going to wait here just for safety. It's going to cost us major amounts of time. Not really. It's going to cost us about 5 seconds. But better safe than sorry. If you get crushed there and you haven't hit a checkpoint, it is back to the start. So make sure you're playing it safe. Emerald 6 is the worst stage. I'm not a fan of this one. This is the one that's always a bully. No bully game. No bully. Okay, we're fine. We got it. This stage can go horribly wrong, but we do have backups available. Always know your backups in the speedrun. We have a number of backups we can use if things went wrong, but thankfully we're good. We're A-okay. So it's not going to be the greatest split on here. We're going to lose maybe about 10 seconds just because of the cycle there. Normally, I average about a 125 checkpoint. So big loop jump there. Kind of did a little bit late. Fall down here, going to get hit. Yeah, but we land straight on it. And now for my least favorite part of the run. Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Salt-Inducing Puyo Machine. I apologize to all Puyo players in advance. I do not play Puyo as a kid. So we want to kill this guy as quickly as possible using whatever means we have to our disposal. Ideally, I want to get another blue on there. That is fine. Actually, if I drop that, that's a 3. I'm just going to drop that. No, it's not. R can't count. I needed another blue before I could do that. There we go. There's a blue and a green. Green with a red. I guess we're going with green as our drop color now. We are definitely going green with our drop color if I can. Interesting conundrum that I've got here. Can I get another green? Yes, I can. And that'll do nicely. I need another couple of greens, though, game. That's a blue. That's another green, which is perfect. With another red sitting on top of it. And there's a green with a blue. So we're just going to do this and see if it'll drop enough. It should. But because I stacked it incorrectly, I kind of whiffed it as well. Okay, let's see what we've got then. That's going to fall down. I'm not really doing terribly well on this one, unfortunately. But that's Puyo for you. It is entirely random each time you go for it. I just didn't plan my chains correctly. And it's kind of slow. The new controller is phenomenal. I love it. I absolutely love it. So we're going to save about 15 seconds on my my normal split here. Again, this is entirely random. That is it. There is nothing you can do about it. You just got to take this and run with what you get. Sometimes you go really well. Sometimes you go really badly. You can see there that my best is 55 seconds. And my current PB is almost a minute slower than that. Puyo is a fickle mistress if you're not a puzzle adept player like me. But yeah, currently playing with the Retrobit gaming controller. It is phenomenal. It's going to save me bacon down here when I hit that. There we go. That's an interesting way. I've not actually been donked down there before, but there you go. Hi there, game. Would you like to donk me up? And away you go. Have any much. So the estimate is going to be an hour. It's going to be an hour on every character, I believe. And the reason is just for things like this when they go kind of slightly awry. Slightly awry. This is going to be another time loss. We're going to be really in the red. Not a good run. Can I just submit my previous run? Like, that was 15 minutes off my world record. That was a better run. I'll just submit that. Nah, we'll stick with this. We'll stick with this. We got to show how things can go and how one recovers if they go wrong. 'Tis always a good thing. 'Tis always a good thing. Sonic got all the Chaos Emeralds. Yes, I did. And I've disabled the super music, which means we will not be hearing the super theme. We could make this a donation incentive if you wanted, but I would rather focus on the character bid war, as I think a character bid war is more fun than doing music choice. I know people in my chat would horribly disagree with me, but that's just me. So now that we are Supersonic, Supersonic has increased speed, it has invincibility, and he also has increased jump height. He has everything you could want to go fast. And you get it in less than 12 minutes into the run, so there you go. Chat is immediately going super off is the only way to play. I told you they would moan at this. But we could do both. We could do both. Who knows? Maybe I'll put them both in. We'll see what sticks. We'll see what sticks. So this boss here, this boss is Heavy Gunner. And Heavy Gunner has the worst RNG in the game, I would think. He launches 3 rockets. Top, middle, bottom, or as we call them, 1, 2, and 3, respectively. Ideally, we want to see 1s and 2s. We don't want to see any 3s. So far, I've seen 2 3s. This is not good. 3s take forever to come on the screen and then hit them. And it's very slow. We don't want that. We don't want that at all. We've got to also make sure that we get the transition points really quickly, which we got an instant one there, which is nice. Come on, game. Give us 2 1s to make up for those 2 3s. Be nice to me. Yay! We got a 1. I swear I can't manipulate this. I have no way of manipulating this in any way, shape, or form. Not a chance. There we go. Instant transition as well. Plenty of rings to end the boss. Unfortunately, due to my little mishap at the start of the stage there, it will be a little slower. Nice! 2 1s. So 2 3s and 2 1s. I can't complain. It was not the greatest, but it's not the worst either. The worst, of course, being 4 3s. You do not want 4 3s. 12 is a bad number. And there we go at the end. I sped past the signpost there, which is why it did a little twirl in the air there. Ideally, you want to slow down just before it so that you can keep it on the ground and just finish the level that little bit quicker. Also, make sure Sonic remains on the screen during the end of level transition, or you will have to wait a couple of seconds for him to come back before the next level begins. Drop dash. Drop dash again. Drop dash a 3rd time. Oh, wow. He actually got me with everything. Tails, oh, buddy, oh, pal. We need you now. This is definitely worst case scenario. Tails, come here. Thanks, buddy. Love you, dude. Best bro. Tails, best bro. Oh, I jumped too early again. There we go. That's better. Wow, that was much better. That was a much better jump. So, unfortunately, you are meant to be able to drop dash through the little Orbinaut, but the Orbinaut can decide he's just not going to let you through. And then if you don't react in time like I did there, you end up falling down. Thankfully, with Tails being with us, we can use him as a recovery method, which is fine. Also, welcome to Studiopolis. I forgot to say this. This is the first brand new stage in the Sonic Mania franchise. I say franchise, Sonic Mania 2 when, Sega? Pretty please. Going down the funnel. Funneling us all to the right charity. And then bouncy around. Lots of little different things we bounce off. I'm going to just skip up here. Skipping a part of the level. If I do this right, you hold left a little bit, which we didn't manage to do there. And then straight down the funnel as well. Funnels I don't quite understand. Sometimes they allow you to go through really quickly. Other times you're spinning forever. And we're just going to leg it down here. We're going to do a nice big loop jump at the end of this one. 1, 2. You can see the speed you get from loop jumps. And we're just going to use Tails. Fun fact with Tails here, if he is holding Supersonic, he gets Supersonic's invincibility properties as well, which is really nice. And then we're going to use Tails to jump up and hit the checkpoint for us. Hit the capsule. Saving the animals. And away we go. And on that fateful day of the 22nd of July, 2016, that noise was heard on the Sonic livestream. So on to Flying Battery. Flying Battery is our first cycle-based level. We want to try and get to a certain area by about 43 to 49 seconds. That way we avoid getting crushed and we get the earliest possible cycle. Before that, there's a lot of platforming here. And there's some platforming over a death pit, which is never fun, but let's try it. Fire jump, and away we go. So there's your fire dashes. This level is the level to introduce us to the Lightning Shield. Lightning Shield allows us to double jump. And in this stage also allows us to magnetize to the roof. So, oh, that was interesting. Want to try that again? Thank you. So we grab this and we magnetize to the roof. As long as we have the Lightning Shield. And because we're super, we cannot lose it, which is even better. I'm going to try and make the 53, but I don't think I'll make it. It's going to be very tight. We're at 49 seconds. The things are up. We need 53, 51, 52, 53. We just made the early cycle and no more, which is beautiful. So I'm not actually going to lose time for the little hiccup I had earlier in the stage there. And then we have missiles. We do not want Tails to eat the missiles, because if Tails eats the missile, you have to wait for another cycle. And then this one here, we're going to jump when the second one comes down. Just leg it down. Gonna hit the checkpoint in 119. And then hopefully jump down and do this boss. There we go. Fall down. Tails can fly. Become invincible for the 6 hits. 3, 4, 5, 6. And then as you lose your invincibility, Tails is still in the boss's hitbox and will take a little bit of damage. And there we go. That's that finishing. So losing a little bit of time here just because we did the little bit of a hiccup at the Lightning Shield there. Skipping the cutscene on at Flying Battery 2. Away we go. Allowing us to just run around at the speed of sound. Places to go, following the rainbow. I gotta get used to these new spin dashes, man. This controller is allowing me to do fantastic spin dashes, but my timing is off because of it. First world problems, man. First world problems. What's up? My controller, too good. Please help. Please help. And there we go. We're going up and down and in and round. Hey, Stubaka. Gonna grab the lightning shield that's hiding in there. Hopefully I get over this side doing it properly this time. I'm just actually going to jump down here and then jump up. It's quicker. Or not. Well, now, I've never had that before. Ay-ya, yucky. Arg found a new crush death. I didn't know you could be crushed there. That's fine. Arg can back up this, can't you? You can do it, Arg. You're a good guy. Let's not do that in the run, shall we? Can we jump over here? I think we can. Yeah, we can. We're fine. Well done, Arg. That's a bit of a boo-boo. It's alright. We can still get 50 rings. We'll just jump up here and grab a whole bunch of them. Backup rings. And then transform. Hi there, game. Would you like to transform it? That was interesting. Poor Tails. Tails is just getting bullied right now. Poor Tails. And there you go. Forgotten Star, I'm not a fan of visual novels, so I'll probably not go anywhere near that one, to be honest. And there we go. We're going to go and do the boss now. Hopefully, I can get a quick kill on the boss, because that death is going to cost me a lot of time. That's not good. Dear game, please stop giving me my submission videos as worst-case scenarios. Sincerely, Arg. Right, so we do 3, and then what we're going to do is we're going to just hit the boss over. That's 2 hits. That's 3 hits. Yay! 1 cycle! That's a 1 cycle on the boss. That's going to help mitigate some of the time loss. Not really, but you know, oopsies. Arg made a boo-boo. Arg made a boo-boo. Arg made a big boo-boo. Arg got a crush death. This is meant to be Deathless Man. What is this? 1 minute behind. Let's see how much of that time we can recover. Let's see if we can still make this a 56, shall we? So, Press Garden, welcome to the printing press. Didn't get him a little drop dash jump there, but that's fine. We got a nice bounce instead. So we're going to see if we can make it where we can do what we need to do here. We should be able to, but you never know. Not going to get the 1 cycle on this one because it is very tight to make it happen. Oh, we got the good jump, though. Yeah, we're not getting the 26 cycle there. We'll get the 29 when it comes back, which is great. But yeah, welcome to the second of the Mania exclusive stages. Made exclusively for Mania, by the Mania. And it shows, it really does. The Mania dev team have done an absolutely fantastic job at this. And I can't thank them enough for this game. It's absolutely phenomenal. But yes, we're in his printing press, his propaganda factory. Whatever you want to call it. And we like to bounce around off everything. We're going to go for a little vertical jump here if I can get it. There we go. Lovely drop dash. Straight up the top there. Grabbing the fire shield, which we will use in the next act. And then just heading off on the way to the boss. Launch base says hi. Arg says, why are we going this way? Arg doesn't know. Arg's going a different way for once. Let's just do this then. Dun, 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 dun. Also, let us wave to the boss, because the boss is here. Hi, boss. Hi, boss. Up we go, in the hole. Doomsday kill. Good old Doomsday pose. And then we're going to get a bit of swag going on, because why not? Everybody loves a bit of swag. Make Sonic face the left-hand side here and do his pose over to the left. And then when you transition into the next act here, you're going to have him do a swag walk. Moonwalk. Woo! All right. Press garden. What are we pressing on the garden today? There we go, through the ice. The fire shield does help us with all the ice stuff in here. Ice spikes, ice blocks, ice you name it. And then it allows us to maintain our composure, our speed, and not get frozen. However, when you turn super, an interesting property is that you lose that ability. Now we can be frozen for some reason. I think it's because if you were not able to get frozen, you would soft lock, or you just wouldn't be able to complete parts of the level. Like this. But what we want to do is, once we break through those ice blocks, we want to jump out. Use the spikes to just jump up and head ourselves all the way up the top to visit Heavy Shinobi. And then we're going to say hi. Heavy Shinobi, we're just going to sit in his hitbox. Yo, Shinobi, how you doing, buddy? He hits us, we hit him. Rinse and repeat the process until he dies. Just like that. And then when the tree goes away, we just jump and hold left. Land in the capsule every time. And that is Press Garden. So after Press Garden here, we end up in Stardust Speedway. Hello, Stardust Speedway. Stardust Speedway here, another kind of vertically based level. Lots of speed boosts and speed pads and different routes to go through. Particular route we are going to take here is the one that's been deemed the fastest by the community. Straight through. Just jumping over all the spiky platforms, jumping over all the lightning bugs and all the holes. And then we get to the wonderful spike room, where you want to try and not get hit by the spikes if you can. Nicely done. And then launch yourself. Tails heading off the armadillo. That's how you know that was happening. It's like, Tails, how you doing? Oh, well, that answers that question. And let's see if we get ourselves a good jump over here. Oh, no. We landed on the hill trying to do a drop dash. If you do a drop dash on a steep incline, the game just stops you in place. Not quite sure why it happens. Thank you, little armadillo, for saving my bacon there. And into the boss room, which is a giant light bug. Dun, dun, dun. And a bunch of tiny light bugs. Da, 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 da. Sonic Mania boss is not one of the hardest parts of the game. I mean, most of them are fairly easy. I say this as the next boss has the ability to soft lock. Perhaps I shouldn't taunt the bosses. That might be a good idea. It's like, Argick, here's an idea. Don't taunt the bosses when they can mock you. Like, they can get revenge. Don't do it. So skipping on to the next level, the stage that theoretically plays itself after a certain point. So we just jump our way up and around here. We're jumping over, hitting the boost pads, making our way over to the first rocket. Let the rocket guide us to our rings. Grab as many of them as we can. Following the middle path. First loop, second loop, then jump. Straight through. And then back to the left. And the game just plays itself at this point. No worries, Tran. Enjoy lunch. I will catch you later. Make sure your day is not fudgy. And then big jump over the pit. Tails landed in the pit. Thank you, Tails. You tried, buddy. And then over to the Metal Sonic boss fight here. So we just wait for him to pop out. And then we transform. Spin dash in the middle here, just getting ready to go. Meow. Off we go. Too early. Tails got it. We didn't. Too early for us. We released it too quickly. And we just leg it here. Let ourselves run. We're coming up to an area with a glitch. Hopefully we are going to skip the Silver Sonic section. Let's find out if we can pull it off. Yep, there we go. So what happened there is we got ourselves stuck in the wall because Supersonic went too fast. And then we did one jump. And then we mashed the jump button to stay inside the wall, allowing us to skip phase 1 of this boss and head straight up to the phase 2 area. So Metal Sonic, using the power of the Phantom Ruby, transformed into Metal Sonic Kai. And then we're going to use Tails to hit the capsule and hopefully grab the Phantom Ruby. Come on, Tails, end the game right here. Come on, boy. Ah, you missed it. Could have finished the game right there, Tails. Had one job. One job. Alas. Now we're going for a bit of a dip. It's Hydro City. Or is it Hydro City? You know, the age-old joke that will never die. Hydro or Hydro City or Hydrocity? Stay Hydrocity, bot. So this level, pretty much just like its first incarnation in Sonic 3 here. You've got the water, you've got the little grappling things you want to go on. You've got the grabby hands. And we just want to navigate our way through this level here. If we do this right, you shouldn't hear the drowning music. Keyword there being shouldn't hear it. You might not. We'll wait and see. It depends how bad I am. Oh, nah, you're fine. And then up here, we hold left to allow us to phase through the platform. Grab ourselves the bubble shield that we can technically use here, but I'm just going to transform for safety, as that is the third elemental shield in the game. The bubble shield allows you to bounce. It is Kirby Master's favorite shield. He loves it so much. And it also allows you to not drown in water. I am not going for that because I desire life. I've already been squished in Flying Battery. I don't want squished again. This is the level where you're meant to get squished. Not really. You're not meant to get squished in any level, but you know. It's one of them moments. But yeah, so once you're Supersonic and you have an elemental shield, you maintain its properties other than the fire shield. The fire shield is the only one that doesn't have this. This allows us to effectively not drown, have unlimited rings, basically. Every ring will magnetize to you with the lightning shield. And it's fantastic. The standard shield in this one from Sonic 1 as well even has its own little unique property. It still allows you to drop dash, as the elemental shields do not allow you to drop dash once you have them. So we are just going to wait for this level to fall down, and then we're going to head into the boss. Eggman left his robo vehicle sitting. We're just going to borrow it for a second. That's what you get for going swimming. Get over here. Oh, I think we're going to get hit by that one. Yeah, unfortunately. He got the bomb up before he got up. Get over here, mister. So now we are got to be careful, because if we get hit by the bombs, we're going to lose the bubble shield. And we need this for Act 2. Act 2 is a good act. Unless it acts up. Ba-dum-bum. So he's gone. We're just going to run away. He's off screen now. Bye. Okay, we love you. Goodbye. And then we just jump up here and we're going to head over to it. Again, slowing down just before we hit it so it doesn't go too far off. And keep Sonic on the screen. Da-da-da. Spin dash. Get a nice spin dash. Through you go. Bounce, 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 bounce. Jump over. Missing a cycle here so you don't need to wait. Heading up and heading off. So there are 53 rings between now and our first checkpoint. We have a bubble shield, which allows us to take one free piece of damage. Ideally, we won't take any. But that is just enough rings that allows us to go and get the, to get Supersonic. So there are exactly 53. There you go. We're at 49, and now there we go. I missed one. Poor me. That poor ring. This stage, we are going to completely negate the fact that it expects us to go down right and up left. We are not doing that at all. We ain't doing no figure of eights. Instead, we will take advantage of the transition points and Supersonic's increased speed and jump height. We're also going to do it again here, because what we do is we skip over path swappers that allow us to just skip entire parts of the stage. This one, we just jump through the floor. That's it, we're done. The game expects you to do a figure of eight, an infinity sign. But we completely cut that in half. And then we get to the boss like this. I will see if I can position Tails. I doubt that it will happen, because Tails has a tendency to just... Bye, Tails. Thanks for helping. One day I'll get the timing on that, but today is not that day. So this boss is kind of random power, and it loads random sections of the level. Normally, you're meant to hit him with these bombs. Because we are super and we are invincible, we can hit him with ourselves. And then we want Tails here to fly up. Tails needs to be out of the water before Sonic grabs him. If Sonic grabs Tails while he is in the water, he will end up just falling back down. He cannot carry Sonic while Sonic is in the water. Not a thing that he can do. Tails can doggy paddle. He cannot fly with Sonic. And to the boss. All right, straight through. Tails, get over here. Into Miraj Saloon, Act 1. Oh no. Goodbye, Knuckles. We hardly knew you, buddy. Hello? Heavy Magician there? Tipping our hat at you? Hello there. So this level is an auto-scroller. So this will be a perfect time for donations, as always. We also are going to aim to gain 50 rings for a trick that is explained at the end of the level. At this point, I would just let the donation reader get in any donations, get in any blurbs that they may have to say, anything like that. Not a lot to say on this one. So chat, how you doing? You've all went quiet. Yarr. Don't like it when you're all quiet. Although I do appreciate it, because you're allowing me to focus on doing commentary, which is nice. Playing some games while you watch. What are you playing? Or speedrun event. I don't know. Stewing. You're just sitting stewing, just like, I'm not doing anything, just stewing. Just stewing. Oh, HOTS. Who'd you play? I haven't played Heroes of the Storm in ages. I haven't played any MOBAs in ages, to be honest. League was my last one, but I kind of just stopped playing it, because 7 years will do that. 7 years will do that. Rainer. So again, this is 2 minutes 30 of navigating a level. New Hearthstone expansion speedrun when? That's going to be quite rare. Some might even say it's legendary. Anyway, now we're coming up to the train. Once the train is on screen and we are moving back to it, you want to transform into Supersonic, move down towards the checkpoint, and the game's going to get very confused, kill you, but because you hit the checkpoint, you are now skipping the entire train section. We are now at the boss. Congratulations. Not sure why this happens. I think it's something to do with Supersonic and the train causing you to switch layers, and the game just getting thoroughly confused. Little bit of checkpoint abuse there. And now we have this lovely giant cat killer. Please jump 3 times. Jump a 3rd time. There we go. Now do that pattern again. Do it again. You're mean. Where are we going, cat killer? Alright, fair enough. There you go. So the giant cat killer here can do 1 of 3 attacks. It can jump once. It can jump 3 times. Or it can go to the left or right hand side where you can get 2 hits. So basically you either get 1 hit, 2 hits, or 3 hits. Ideally, you want 2, 3 hits. That's not the worst time I've had on that stage, but wasn't particularly great either. Woo! Welcome to Miraj Saloon Act 2. We are on the desert. This is where Tails is going to get some ice cream if he behaves for us. We need Tails to behave because we need him to do a trick. And we also need to grab all the rings that we just missed there. Hi, rings. Thank you very much. So drop dashing off the ramps just to gain speed. Skipping out on pretty much all the mechanics of this stage, really, other than the guns. Launch ourselves from the boss. But yeah, we are going to aim to do a boss skip here with Tails if he is nice to us. Oh, that was fantastic speed. That was fantastic speed there. Alright, so we've got Tails coming. Tails, slow down, buddy. Where are you? Tails. Oh, wow. Okay, come over here, buddy. Right, fall down. Fall down. Right, Tails, over here. Come get ice cream. Good boy. Right, this way. And then stop over there. Fall down. Spin dash. Jump. Come on, Tails. Yeah! There you go. Good on you, Tails. So what happened there is we sent Tails down into the boss room, but because Sonic is not there, the boss doesn't actually activate, and the screen lock doesn't activate. But the capsule is already in play, allowing you to hit the capsule and finish the stage without having to do the boss. And that takes us straight into Oil Ocean here. So Oil Ocean 1 is a fairly movement-based stage. Want to take some little weird routes. You just want to jump and use the fans to our advantage here, saving us having to go all the way back and forward. Going to use some of the oil slides. Whee! And then see where these little panels are. So we're taking the bottom route today, since that's where the panel was. Dodging the panels, not getting hit if you can help it. That's always a good sign. Let's see if we can land on this. Yes, that's good timing. And then we're going to come at the boss. This is Bob. We call him Bob the Builder. He's here to maintain. Can he fix it? Not really, because we kind of beat him up before he does. Sorry, Bob, you tried. Boss in the game does not get to do anything. Doesn't get to do a thing. Kind of a shame, really. But we position ourselves right there so Sonic jumps in between those 2 flame pillars. The reason for this is because we're going to keep this smog on screen. Now, this smog is meant to start draining our rings once it comes back on screen. But because it never left the screen, the little gimmick for the stage never activates, and we are good to take. We're good to take this stage at our leisurely pace. We don't have to worry about it in any way, shape, or form, which is quite nice. Climbing up the oil fall there. Running our way through, grabbing as many rings as we can, as we do need the 50 to transform. And we will need Tails at a certain point in this stage as well. So hopefully he will hang around for us. So let's see if we can just get this working. Oh, we've got a fire shield. Sweet. Unfortunately, it doesn't set the oil on fire while you're super. No can do this time. Right, so we just stop in here. We get Tails with us. We drop dash through. Tails comes with us. We grab Tails, and suddenly we can fall through the stage. Now, what this means for us is that we can just run through here and just fall down into things. Hopefully, I didn't hit the part there. Let's find out if we're solid or if we're hollow. And we're hollow. Here comes the boss skip. We are currently in the background layer instead of the foreground layer. That is why the game is very confused at the moment, allowing us to finish the stage, flying right over the boss, skipping the wall, skipping this trigger, and we finish it just like that. Now, the only downside is that the game kind of does this. But because we finished the stage, there you go, straight into Lava Reef Act 1. I want to see if I can get a good spin dash off this. we can get a spin dash off that, which is nice. So that's a good thing that I've learned. Today I learned. And there we go. So don't want to get hit by the fire here. Just going to make sure that doesn't happen. That'd be grand. This is my personal favorite stage. I love the music and I love the aesthetic of Lava Reef. It's been my favorite since Sonic 3 and Knuckles. So I'm very happy it was included in Mania. Not a lot to say about this one. It's a fairly big level. That's just a lot of different movement optimizations here. We've got everything that makes Lava Reef special. We've got the spin dash elevators. We've got the boss buttons. We've got the little exploding rocks. You name it, this game has it. A few little slope jumps in that we use to try and go through. Dodging all the big silver spiky balls. Dodging the crushers as well if you can help it. Because, you know, crushers are no good. That's no good. Woo! Casual drop dashing. Away you go. Release down here so we bump onto the ceiling, allowing us to get under this section a lot quicker. Again, it's just all about keeping momentum going, as much momentum as you can. Knowing the level layouts helps a massive amount. Do-do-do-do. Bum-ba-dum-ba-dum. Dum-ba-dum-bum. Bum-bum-ba-dum-ba-dum. And yeah, so probably allow some donations on that to happen while we're going through here. Not a whole lot that we need to discuss. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum. Bum, 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 ba-dum. And then we come into the boss. Again, a boss that we can't really do anything much to. Right now, it's armored. We gotta wait for it to lose its armor twice before we can hit it in the middle. 3 times if you want to hit it on the left or right side. But because we're invincible, we can just stand in the middle here and hopefully get all 8 hits once it's vulnerable. 2, 3. Okay, so we didn't get the 4th one there. 4, 5, 6, 7. R can't count. That's a good thing. I think. Maybe. Haven't decided. Ta-da! And then finishing the level there. There you go. Straight through. In at Lava Reef 2. Lava Reef 2 is a mix of Hidden Palace and Quartz Quadrant. Quartz Quadrant from Sonic CD. That is a thing that will crush me if I'm not careful. I don't want crushed. So let's see if we are fast enough here to not get hit by the thing. I don't think I'm going to catch it. I caught it. That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. So we're going to grab this and then just do a spin dash. And then going to do a jump and a transform. Put in the wall just and no more. Woo. So something I've actually yet to explain there. The reason that you go vertically in these games is that the retro engine doesn't actually allow horizontal zips or horizontal screen wraps. If you are put into an area that you are not meant to be in, the game will either crush you or it will allow you to go upward. And that is it. We can use this to our advantage in the other characters as well. You saw it in Stardust Speedway 1 there. You saw it, sorry, Stardust Speedway 2. And you've just saw it here. These are the only 2 instances that Sonic can use it for me. There is one other instance, but it is very, very finicky. Joey Baby does that one at the moment, but oh boy, no. But yeah, you can't do any of the fancy screen wraps that you see in any of the other games. They just do not exist. It is not possible. We have tried. So welcome to the Motobug and Heavy Rider. Jimmy here, he's the Motobug. He just does whatever he wants. He's actually been quite nice there. We're going to use Tails now to fly up and hit this capsule really early. And we're just going to rest on top of it, because why not? Ta-da! Again, Supersonic really trivializes a lot of these bosses. But it's so much faster for me. Also, welcome to anime. This is the anime stage. Please don your anime hats. So this stage is one of the harder stages for a player to pick up and run, I would say. It is a very technical stage. There are lots of things that get in your way that you need to make sure you dodge. You do not want to fall down to the bottom route. If you fall down to the bottom route, please just restart the stage. It'll save you pain and time in the long run. So this level's gimmick is the same as what it was in Sonic CD. You have these little plungers that take you to the background and you play in the background for a little bit. We'll be doing that later on in the level. For now, we're staying in the foreground as much as we can. transform. Hit the yellow spring, because why not? This is anime. Are you for anime? Are you against anime? And here we go, into the background. Tiny Supersonic in the background. Whee! Yeah, as I thought, you do actually have to get somewhat of a decent amount of speed to do that. You can't just leg it. And then into the boss room, which is a shout out to Sonic 1. Yeah, I tried this before, boss man. It didn't work. What makes you think it'll work a second time? Doo-doo. So we gotta wait and hit him 4 times. Each time he pops up, he'll pop up in a different cylinder. Or sometimes he'll pop up in the same cylinder, because why not? There you go. The quicker you hit him, the quicker he goes back in. Doesn't particularly do much. You can't really speed this up. It's just one of them bosses. There used to be a skip that we would do in this game. However, that has since been patched. And then the mad scientist of this game, JoeyBaby69, has recently discovered another way of attempting it. But it is very much a finicky maneuver to pull off, I would say. There's a lot of precision required, and I'm not quite at the level needed to do that yet. So I take it safe and I do the boss at the moment. And there you go. That is Metallic Madness Act 1. So on at Metallic Madness Act 2 here. More anime for everybody, of course. Hit the springs, off we go. Tails is following. Tails fell down. Tails grabbed us more rings there. I heard it. He's grabbing us a lot of rings, which is nice. So into the background again. And then the new gimmick is Chibi. Hello, Chibi Sonic. Everybody loves Chibi Sonic. And there we go. Now, we will transform soon since we have the 50 rings. Just gonna jump here and transform. Now, unfortunately, you will be hearing the super music now. The reason for this is quite frankly due to the fact that for whatever reason, the game is unable to differentiate between normal Sonic and Chibi Sonic. And when you're Chibi Sonic, the code just doesn't work. So instead of Epic Sax Man, we get a Epic Guitar Man instead. The Supersonic music is nice. Like, it's really good that it's not a 3-second loop. I'm looking at you, Sonic 3. You know what you did. And then we bounce in, get the 58 cycle here. Nicely done. Straight through. Off to the boss. And I hope you're feeling lucky, because here he comes. So we hit a capsule, we knock it out. What'd we get? We got a Sonic 2 boss. We got an Amy doll. We got another Sonic 2 boss. We got a Sonic 1 boss. We got another Sonic 2 boss. Each of these mini bosses takes 3 hits to kill. Amy doll only takes 1 or blows up on you, whatever comes first. And then once the boss is away, we send Tails up to try and hit him. Nicely done, Tails, getting the early hit. Arigato, Mr. Robotnik. And he's off. Down you go. And that is Metallic Madness Act 2. Moving on to the final stage, which is Titanic Monarch Arc 1, the final... Oh, nice gold. Titanic Monarch Arc 1, the final action stage of the game. Would be the final stage of the game if we didn't have the emeralds. We have 1 extra bonus stage at the end of it. This level is a culmination of everything that you have learned put in a 1 stage. It is a fantastic final stage, I would think. One of my favorite final stages of any Sonic game. Here we use Tails. Tails flies, he grabs us, pulls us up the little shaft here. We bounce our way across, hopefully landing into the little egg crash dummy. Not happy about this. Sonic with a face there like, oh! And then we're just bouncing our way around. Up we go. PB in submission vid. If I didn't mess up at the start, this maybe could have been a PB. But alas, not today. It does, however, mean it might be a PB at the venue. You never know. That could always be fun. Taking it dangerously here. Missing the checkpoint. Because, you know, why not? So we're going to do a drop dash here. We're going to jump up, jump up. Camera's going to get a little bit wonky. Don't worry about that. I am used to it. Thankfully, it's fixed itself. So now you can actually see what I'm meant to be doing here normally. Straight through, I am not running that risk. As if you are unfortunate enough to be caught under any of those spikes when they're going down, you will be getting squished. They will just immediately crush you. You do not want that. Little gravity orbs from Death Egg are back. Hello, little gravity orbs. Big jump. Oh, not quite making it, so we'll just go for this. Up and round, drop dash, onto the spring, up to the gravity orbs, and over to where Crimson Eye is currently lurking. Hello, Crimson Eye. Welcome. Everybody's favorite Sonic 3 and Knuckles boss fight. This time with added RNG. Instead of having a laser for his second phase, he now controls gravity on the lift. If the arrow is going up, it's heavy gravity and you jump less. If it is going down, it is light gravity and you are floating for longer. It is fine for every character other than Knuckles, because Knuckles can't jump. Poor Knuckles struggles on this boss, and it is not great. Another gold split, that is nice. So Titanic Monarch Art 2, the final stage. Dun dun dun. The area is split into 4 different sections. It is up to you to decide which order you want to go for, or try and go for a clip that Tails can do, that Sonic can technically do, but it's not worth the time. So we are going to take the bottom left path first here. This allows us to go to the secret exit that will contain a lightning shield. Lightning shield plus super equals lots of rings for the boss. So we stop here. Instead of using that platform, we just jump into the wall, which is never great. Meant to jump on the wall like that, Sonic. Well done. There we go. Transform. Early transformation didn't get us stuck in the wall like it did last time. Gotta wait for this cycle now, so we'll just patiently wait there. We're just gonna head our way over here. When we get up to this top section, we want to head over to the right instead of to the left. So over here, using these orbs, we just land ourselves in here. Secret exit gives us the lightning shield. Every ring that is now here will try and follow and catch us if it can. This allows us to maintain super form throughout the rest of the stage and into the boss. These pistons are fickle, they will crush you, and they still put the fear of death in me. They are not very nice. I do not like them at all. Those little lightning arcs, now that we have the lightning shield, will actually affect us, which is an interesting little tidbit. You just act like magnets, basically. You magnetize to them. There we go. Making sure we don't get crushed by any spikes or moving platforms here. There we go. Finally got a drop dash off that thing. Once again, Supersonic equally doesn't like the crash test robo there. So into the giant lip. Up we go. Hit the spring. Down we go. Just stand on these spikes, jump over, so we're not relying on any of the spikes to, or springs even. Straight up this way. Straight up again. Not quite making it there. Okay, gotta just line ourselves up with a hole. And straight through into the last section here. Swag run upside down, because why not? Whee! Big jump, hopefully, at the end of this one. Yep, nicely done. Can we get the Insta Spring? Yes, Insta Spring as well. Straight through, coming towards the end of the stage. This is a nice Titanic Monarch 2 for me. Oh, even bigger jump there. I love that. And then into the final secret area. Change to the fire shield just because you can. Finishing with a 245. Jumping into the boss room. And then heading over to the boss. Going to see how many boings we can get on the boss here. I will try and count. This boss is fairly simple as Supersonic. You literally cannot be hit. It's just hit the boss as much as you can. Okay, we're at 17 this time, which is good. So we just stand in the hitbox until that happens. So I think we're on 29 there. That's another tentacle gone. That's 36. The crystal arms come out. Crystal arms are now a mandatory thing. They send you into the hardboil heavy room. Sends us off just into this boss fight because, you know, why not? Can't really do anything about it. I've lost count on how much of these I was going to do anyway. I don't know. Is that 49? I think that was 70 if I counted correctly. But really simple boss fight. You don't have to worry about it at all. It's literally just hit the boss when he becomes vulnerable and have fun with it. That's why I made that little mini game instead. And there we go. That finishes that one. And now finally, into the Supersonic stage. You only get this stage if you collect all 7 emeralds. It's a showdown between Robotnik, Sonic, and the... I can't remember his name. Heavy King, that's his name. It is Egg Reverie. So the way this boss works is you are fighting both Robotnik and Reverie at the same time, and they take turns rotating hits. Reverie here has the little orbs around him. Robotnik has his hands. Robotnik literally does nothing. Just run into him, you're good to go. Heavy King here, you want to try and time a spin dash through the little orbs so you can get the quickest possible hit on him while he's rising up through the ground. Again, Robotnik, you just run into and he's done. It's just there. It's like, there you go. Not a lot you can do about it. That is a good hit. That is what you want. You want those type of hits. Sonic may gain a little bit of invincibility frames from being hit by Robotnik there, but he doesn't actually take any damage, which is fantastic. Getting hit by those orbs, however, that does take damage, and it costs 5 rings. Thankfully, the rings are all magnetized to you, and there's an infinite number of them. You can see I'm just standing here. I'm not even trying to collect them, and my ring count is being fairly good. There we go. Good hit. Running into them all. So the directions they come from are random. You can sometimes decide he wants to come from the left, sometimes the right. It really doesn't matter. And you can see the emerald swapping between them. Or, sorry, the ruby. They are fighting over the ruby. And time is coming up very soon. So time is coming up now. And there you go. That is Sonic 3. Sonic 3? No, it's not. This is Sonic Mania. Sonic and Tails, good ending. I love the fact that I just got from a minute back down to 16 seconds. I need to PB soon. Come on. I got a PB soon. That is insane. Look at that. I have got to get a 54 soon. I have got to get a 54. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. God dang it. That's 16.6 from a minute 2, basically. That is phenomenal. Dag nabbit, yeah. Oh, maybe I should close out the thing. Bye, ESA, guys. Thank you for looking at the submission. Hopefully you consider it. As I said, this will be a donation incentive for any of the characters. Hopefully you'll want to see it, and we'll see if it's any good. Either way, I'll see you, ESA. Bye, y'all.